Hello, and welcome back to Crochet at my house. It's been a busy week. I've been doing quite a bit of crochet as well as just stuff around the house, plenty of laundry, and all that kind of thing. So first up, I do have one finished thing. It's the only finished thing this week, but I did finish it. So this is it here. This is one of Jada and Stitch's patterns. It's her chubby tubby box. I think I said that right. Now here it is. It's a cute little box. I made it a red box. And there's its tail and face. Now I didn't use beads like she does in her tutorial. I just went with some yarn and did a little bit of embroidery. So it's just a French knot here and then 2 French knots for the eyes. I think it turned out really cute and it was quite a quick easy project. So that's my one finished thing, and of course I will take a picture of this along with other things to show you and pop them in here and there. That's the first thing. The next thing is something I've been working on. That's the sunflower. So you might remember it from the last week. There's the head, and I've got all the pieces, the petals, and the back of the sunflower, and leaves. And of course I do have the stem. And what I got done this week is I got a stick that's 1 big enough for the stem and 2 long enough for a pot. So I also found a pot. So there's pot and the stem. So this is a ceramic pot, and the stem sits just above the surface. The dirt will be going around here. So the reason I haven't made the dirt yet is because I had to get a stick first, because you're to crochet around this, and I haven't done that yet, but I've done it now. And so I will be crocheting it around here, and then the dirt will get lightly attached to the stem, and then I'm going to fill the pot. I think I'm going to fill it with polystyrene probably, and there'll be a thing to hold it sort of in place at the bottom. So that's one thing I've been working on. Hopefully by next week it will be finished in the pot and you'll get to see it all sewn together and everything. It's just been taking a wee while. So I've also been working on my Christmas jumper, which is Christmas tree sweater, something like that. Now here it is. So first I do have the front finished. It's all decorated and everything, and I've been attaching pieces. So I have, if I hold it like this is the shoulder piece. There's the front, then this is the back, and then this is a sleeve. So this is a sleeve that doesn't have a cuff or anything in it, it's just the sleeve hole, and there's some pins. And of course I haven't done anything to the neck yet. Now if we go to this other sleeve, I have done this. Now it looks kind of ridiculous like that, because it's so tiny, but if I just put my arm in here, like that, it actually looks pretty okay. It doesn't look as ridiculous as it does when it's just sitting by itself. So I do like it. It has a really big cuff around the wrist. And of course if you wanted more room than this, you could just put less decreasing around here. But I'm quite happy with nice tight cuff because it keeps the cuff out of the way and stuck to my wrist. So that's how the jumper's doing. Also something I think I will probably finish soon, because really all I have is one cuff and the neck and the waistband, kind of the base part of the sweater. So it's really close to being finished. I've also been working on this, which you've probably seen a couple of times before. This is the table runner out of last year's Your Crochet Christmas magazine. And so I've been making it. So this is how it's looking, and as you can see it has gotten wider. I'm on round, I think it's like 15 or something that I'm on. So I'm getting there. I'm trying to get to 16 to have a look at and see how it's doing, because I think it's going to end up quite wide for the table. So yeah, I'm working on it. It is looking nice. Not as wide as the picture makes it look, I think. Yeah, I've got the magazine here. I just open this. I'll be able to see what it's meant to look like. But if you look here, that picture there, that's the table runner I'm making. And this is the width of this. So it's definitely not as wide as that yet. You are supposed to do 30 rounds of this. My thing is, I'm thinking I'll try and get to round 20 and see what it looks like on the table, and then see if I can do it from there. Because I've looked at the pattern and how it's kind of supposed to go on, and I think as long as it's at the right point in the pattern, I should be able to do it that way. So that's how the table runner's going. It's getting there. And I have been working on the deer for the video. I can't remember. I think it was the week before last week. I showed a deer that I had crocheted, and I had showed that it had moving parts. Well, I am remaking it so that I can show how to do it. So I've been making some of the parts for it, because I'm not going to crochet the whole thing on video, obviously, because it's not my pattern. I'm just going to use it as the base to show how to make moving parts. So I can show you what I've gotten done. First up, I've done all these hooves. So these are the bottom of each leg and arm. And I'm going to finish 3 of them off video, and then the other one will be shown on video doing the part making it movable. So I've got 4 of those, not much to them, they're just little brown curved pieces. I've also done the little base piece, like the little nose, and I am using the exact same colours. Then I have made 3 of these. Now 2 of these are the ears, so they'll get kind of pinched like that. That makes an ear. Now the extra one actually goes along with the moving joints piece. So you'll get to see how this piece comes into play to do with that. I've also got 2 mini antlers. So I'm making a little girl this time just because I wanted to. And so I'm giving her antlers, but I'm giving her short antlers. So that's her antlers. It's basically the short piece of the antler pattern. of eye antler pattern. The one for the actual thing, it's you make a chain, and then you make a little piece on the top of the chain, secure it, make another little piece and secure it. These are just little stubby pieces, kind of like the snowman's arms, where I made a little piece and then put it on a longer tube piece. That's what those are. And then I made a little bow to put on, since I'm making a girl this time. And it's not anything special, it's just a simple bow. I made a magic ring, and then I chained 3, did 3 double crochet, chained 3, slip stitched into the circle, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch into the circle, pulled it tight, wrapped some yarn around it, there you go. Simple bow. I'm sure there are probably plenty of patterns to use a simple bow like that. That's what I'm doing. So by Saturday I am hoping to have the video for that up. So I will probably spend some time working on that today and a couple of days before, so that I can get all edited and ready for Saturday. And then by Tuesday it'll probably be in the Tuesday video finished. So the last thing I've been doing that's crochet is I've been making, actually I fibbed there. I have 2 things that I've been working on, but I totally forgot about it. I'll show this first, since I've shown this the way it is more than I've shown the other thing. So this here is a cardigan I'm making for my sister, and I have done a couple of rows of this blue stuff, even though it does not look like it, because extended single crochet is tiny and doesn't move very fast. But I have done some. And I also decided to do a bit of the collar. So here's the first bit. So it's 3 rows that you do to make the collar area, and I'm part way through the first row. I think it's going to look really cute once it's done. So that's the thing I almost forgot. And the thing that I was going to mention before I somehow managed to remember that was I've been making another cardigan, and the past couple of weeks I have made the ribbing part for the cuff, the back and the front panels. So here it is here. It's a cardigan and it has heart shapes on it. Now I started going up on the back piece. So if I bring this a little closer, you can kind of see there's the start of a heart there. There's actually 3 of them along the back. That's how that's going. And I just started doing that yesterday, so that's moving quite quickly. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and a bit. It moves a lot faster because it is double crochet, and of course it is also a heavier weight yarn, so it moves faster. I'm enjoying that. It's a nice easy one to work on, and I don't have to think about it too much. I just have to make sure the little hearts are in the right place. Now the last thing I've been doing is I've been working on swatching some of my crayons, because that's something I wanted to do. So here we have a couple of swatches. These are Pearl crayons from the Effects set. And as you can see, I put a black piece of card in my book, so you can see that quite a lot of these colours work really nicely on the black, and they also work quite well on plain. And there's a few more on the next page. And here's the last of the pearls at the top. And then these here are gel effects, which I got out of the 100th anniversary set. So they're quite a bit of fun. They don't have names on them, so they didn't get their names written down. But every other crayon that has a name does get it written down. And the last ones I put down were these. These are the Colours of the World set. And I broke them up into categories. So here we have almond. Then here we have rose, and then this is the gold tones. And I love how many different tones there are that I can use. They'll be great for colouring, whether I'm colouring a person or cute animal, or even if I'm doing like nature things, if there's a tree or something like that. Having more brown tones means they don't have so few colours in them, which I like. Yeah, so I'm writing them all down like this so that when I am using them, instead of what I used to do, which was I would be colouring something and I would scribble down a little bit of crayon every time I was trying to figure out if it was the right one. Now I will just be able to open up this book and flip the pages and go, oh yes, this is the colour I want, rather than having to sketch it, because that basically means you use up a little tiny bit of extra product every time you're colouring. I don't really want to do that. And yeah, this book I have just sketched in lines with a ruler. My mum did a couple of the pages as well. She was giving me a hand. And that's how my swatches are going. Okay, so I think my question today is going to be, has anyone got any more suggestions for this yarn here? It is a fine 1 weight on the yarn scale. It's a acrylic polyester blend and it's in Christmas colours. I'm looking for any suggestions on things to make with it. I still haven't decided. I did like the suggestions, I think it was last week. So if anyone else has any more suggestions, please put them down below. And maybe I will pick something. So remember, and comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every time I put up a video.